In this video, let's talk about how Grasshopper match inputs. So first of all, let's create 2 points. So I have 1 point here and 1 point here. And let's move these 2 points along x-axis a little bit so we can see it better. So I have these 2 points. Now, if I create a line using these 2 points, which is very obvious, the line component will match the 2 lines and draw a line like this. But when we have more than one input, how does Grasshopper handle and match the inputs? So for example, if I use a series of numbers instead of just 2 and plug that into x, and you'll see that I have 10 points at the bottom and 10 points on the top. If I create line or lines using these points, you can see that I have 10 lines. The reason for that is if I use point list to investigate, and make the point slightly larger, you'll see that with 10 inputs for A and 10 inputs for B, the line component will match the point with index 0 to the point with index 0 on the top with the 1 at the bottom. So, and 1 with 1, 2 with 2. That's why we have 10 lines. Now the question is, what if I have a 1 point? I'm going to disable this component so it doesn't draw any line. Now, if I use 1 point at the bottom and 10 points at the top, now how does this line component match the different number of points? So if I enable this, you'll see that the line component will connect 1 with all of the other points on the top. To better explain what's happening here, let's try another example. So this time, we can copy and paste this series, but use a different number of points. So in this case, I have 5 points at the bottom and 10 points on the top. Now, if I enable this line component, you'll see that the line component will match the point with index 0 at the bottom with the point with the index 0 at the top. So 0 to 0, 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, and 4 to 4. Now, the list of points at the bottom runs out. So what the line component does is that using the last element to connect with the rest of the elements. So this is why it's happening. That's the default mode, how Grasshopper matches 2 lists of inputs. And as a special case, that is why when we connect 1 point with 10 points, 1 point with the index of 0 connected with the index with 0 on the top, and the list of points at the bottom just ran out, so it's recycling the same point to connect with all of the other points. So this is just a special occasion of this example. So in this case, you have 5 of them and using the last one, but in this case, the only one is also the last one. So that's why the 1 connects all of them. So what if, in this case, what you want is connecting 0 is 0, 1 with 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, and 4 to 4, and then ignore all of the rest. one way to handle that situation is to use under Set tab, under List panel, there's a shortest list. So what this does is that compares the length of the two lists and use the shorter length. So if you look at A, used to be 10 points as an input, but the output only has 5. Try to match the number of points for list B. So now, since I made a shortest list, I can use these two to make lines. You'll see that after this component, the rest of a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is removed from the output here. So I can only draw 5 lines where there's a one-to-one match.